Hey, what's up, guys? So last week I had a conversation with a friend of mine who is both a professional golfer and a firefighter. It's a pretty badass combination. And he unfortunately got hurt on the job, his firefighting job. He fell and he bruised his intercostal muscles, which is extremely painful. Been there, done that. And so I taught him this breathing technique to help him not only deal with the pain, but actually, what I believe is accelerate the healing process. So this is something that I learned through martial arts training. And the first time I ever really got injured was I kicked someone's elbow really, really hard and had this massive bruise on my shin, which was extremely painful. And I was kind of avoiding it and trying to not do anything to aggravate it, which you would think is the logical thing to do. But then my trainer at the time, the owner of the academy where I used to train, came to sit next to me and he told me, I want you to try something. I want you to put your thumb right on the bruise and I want you to press down on it and I want you to massage it. And I was like, are you insane? That's gonna hurt so much. He's like, yeah. But while you're doing that, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to focus on your breathing and I want you to accept the pain. Don't fight it, accept it. And so I did. And it was extremely difficult at first. But after a few deep breaths and a few, maybe couple minutes of massaging it, the pain started to slowly go away. And it wasn't gone completely. It was more like my mind accepted it. And so it was easier for me to massage it. And in fact, I do think that that had a role to play in helping it heal because it stimulates blood flow and there's all kinds of positive things that happen when you massage the area in that way. Now, obviously, some types of pain like intercostal pain or lower back pain or any of those things aren't necessarily areas that you'll be able to massage. But the breathing part, that's extremely valuable. That is a very powerful tool to help you deal with pain. So I wanted to share this breathing exercise to help you manage and deal with pain, whether it's specific pain in a location that you have, whether it's chronic pain, maybe that you feel in your entire back or your knees or your joints or whatever it is, okay? So first thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you're sitting in a comfortable but not too comfortable position. You want to feel strong, you want to feel confident. You should have your feet flat on the floor. Should have your back nice and straight. Now, if for whatever reason the pain that you're dealing with prevents you from sitting this way, it's also okay to lie down on the floor. If you are lying down on the floor, you would probably want to have your knees up, all right? It just makes it easier to breathe that way. So one thing you can do at first is you want to teach yourself this technique that we call diaphragmatic breathing or balloon breathing. So no matter where the pain is, the deeper the breaths, the more controlled the breaths, the more of a positive effect you're going to have on the body and mind. So what I like to do for diaphragmatic breathing is you place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest. And as you inhale through the nose, imagine there's a balloon right at the center of your body and that balloon is expanding in all directions. This really helps you to maximize the expansion of the rib cage, expansion of the lungs, and get as much air with each breath as possible. And then once you feel like you're completely filled up with air, you can hold that breath for a few seconds and then slowly exhale through the nose. Now, once you've done a few of these breaths and you feel pretty comfortable with this breathing rhythm, the next step is I want you to go find the pain that you're dealing with, right? So my friend, in this case, was his intercostal muscles, let's say on his left side. I forget which side it is, but let's say it's his left side. So I said, okay, now when you inhale and you expand, do you feel it? He's like, absolutely. Okay, good. I want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on that pain and I want you to accept it. So he takes a long, deep breath in. Now, as he's breathing in, because he's expanding, it's increasing the pain, which is fine. That's what we're looking for. Then I said, as you get to the end of that breath, I want you to hold that breath for 3, 2, 1. Again, focusing on the pain, the area where the pain is. And then, and this is the trick, this is the secret, as you exhale slowly through the mouth, I want you to let that pain go. I want you to visualize, you can almost give the pain like a color or think of it like as this light or something that you can see in your mind. And as you're exhaling, you just feel that pain leaving your body, okay? So you inhale, kind of triggering that pain, hold that breath, focus on the pain, exhale slowly, releasing the pain. All right, so again, inhale, trigger the pain, hold, focus on the pain, exhale, release it. Inhale, trigger, hold, focus, exhale, release. And after a few deep breaths, he started to feel a difference. Now, this isn't a miracle cure. The pain's not going to be gone just because you took a few deep breaths. It doesn't work that way. But it can absolutely accelerate the healing process. It helps to remove tension from the body. It helps to reduce stress. It helps to reduce cortisol. It helps to kind of remove all of the things that work against us when it comes to helping our body heal. And it also has a very calming effect on the mind. So you kind of get a win-win here. Yes, you're helping your body heal, but you're also helping your mind feel more focused and more at peace. Okay, so if you're struggling with any type of pain, remember that breathing, focused breathing, can be a very powerful tool to help you deal with that pain, as long as you do it properly and as long as you're careful to balance between triggering the pain, focusing on the pain, and then releasing the pain. Have an amazing day. Peace.